Chizuru had every chance available to her to actually tell the truth to Kazuya's mom. Here, his mom has confronted her and said that I understand you feel pressured. You got the family ring that's been passed on from generation to generation, and we get it. It can be pressuring. We know that your relationship is pretty young. They're still both in college. They're still in their really extremely early 20s. And it is what it is. His mom was just spilling her beans. But Chizuru here was like not even giving a hint. Not giving even an inch to his mom. And still copes about the whole situation. She could have been like, you know what? Look, we're not really dating. I'm just a rental girlfriend. Or she could at least said, look, I may not necessarily, have feelings for him that deeply yet, but I may one day. You know what I'm saying? Because Chizuru has, to an extent, showed some type of interest for Kazuya, but no, she still chooses to lie through her teeth. She still chooses to, be part of this charade, this facade that she has built. She still chooses to be a blatant liar. And so I thought maybe here she would confess, only because of the fact Kazuya's mom, is sharing her hardship. She's sharing her struggles. She's sharing how it felt when she first met her, Kazuya's dad. She shared how Kazuya's dad would just pressure her to be in a relationship. And so she gets it. But no, instead of actually listening to his mom's feelings and saying, "Oh, I get it," she just decides to just go on with it. Look, you can see she's just putting her head down. She feels somewhat guilty, but she knows what she's doing. She knows that she's being a blatant liar. She knows she's just a rental girlfriend. She's just, sorry to say it, but a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad too, because prior to this, she was talking to Kazuya like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a 2-night discount for renting me out as a rental girlfriend." So it's like, bruh, you can't be any more of a Jezebel than this. And so you can see the mom here, it's like panicking because she's like, "Oh shit, now I feel like I'm pressuring you," but she shouldn't feel bad. She's put herself in his own situation. She's put herself in his own mess. She's put herself in this, in this dramatic theater like relationship with Kazuya. And it's like, bruh, we're all tired of it. It's happening. Chizuru, we all know Chizuru's in the wrong. Kazuya's in the wrong. Everything about this is just terrible. And so here I want to show you guys the only one who really is calling her bullshit out is Mommy Nanami, of course. Like right here, Chizuru just keeps making things worse. She bought a replacement ring for her family ring that she took off. Kazuya's mom took the family ring off and gave it to Chizuru. And so Chizuru here bought her another ring. Of course, it's just a knockoff. It's not real. It's probably plastic, whatever. And then she put it on and wore it like a badge of honor. And then right here, bro, Mommy Nanami, the only voice of reason in this whole entire anime, bro. She's the only one calling out the bullshit, and we're all on the same page now. And it sounded like she meant a wedding ring. Yeah, bro. Like, this is just one giant fucking mess, man. Just look, bro. So, if you're not on the same page yet about Mommy Nanami, if you don't love Mommy Nanami yet, bro, maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe you deserve someone who's a Jezebel. But yeah, overall, the episode was just pretty basic shit. Basic, fan service. Nothing to take home, honestly.